Level 1, the youngest. You always get the fourth controller, the one with stick drift, a sticky button, and a bite mark older than you. Nobody even remembers who bit it. It's just yours now. Actually, almost everything you own belonged to someone else first. Even your jacket has a name written inside it, and that name is not yours. You are the lowest rank in the family, and everyone knows it. You never choose the movie. You never sit in the front seat. Your opinion on dinner is heard, carefully considered, and completely ignored. But don't feel bad, because the lowest rank comes with the greatest power. Total immunity. You break a glass, it was an accident. You lose the remote, he's still little. You bite someone, somehow they get in trouble for letting you bite them. And you have one weapon nobody else in the family can use: crying. One tear is enough to summon the most powerful person in the house directly to your location. Your older siblings have watched you start the fight, lose the fight, and somehow still win the war. Your only job at this rank is to be cute. Use it while you can. It expired. Level 2, the middle kid. Nobody is thinking about you right now. That's not an insult. That's basically your whole rank. Your parents call you by 3 different names before finally getting yours right, and one of those names belongs to the dog. Your baby album has 4 photos, and one of them is actually your brother. Whenever your family tells an old story, you're somewhere in the background, slightly out of focus, like a random witness. You learned to tie your shoes from a video, not because nobody loved you. Everyone just assumed someone else had already taught you. That pretty much explains your entire childhood. Everyone assumed someone else had handled it. You're also the family's official messenger. When the oldest and youngest go to war, every threat travels through you. Tell him he's dead. Tell her she started it. And you carry these messages back and forth across the hallway like a tiny, exhausted diplomat. You've also spent your whole life being the wrong age. Too young for the oldest kid's privileges, but too old for the youngest kid's immunity. When the oldest got a phone at 14, your parents said 14 was the rule. Then the youngest got one at 9. Nobody explained it. Nobody ever will. But your rank has one secret advantage. If nobody notices you, nobody watches you either. While the oldest is being questioned and the youngest is being supervised, you can move through the house like a ghost. That's probably why middle kids often become independent, flexible, and good with people. Of course you did. You basically raised yourself. And honestly, you did a decent job. Level 3, the oldest. You were the beta test. Every rule in the house was tested on you first. Bedtimes, screen limits, sugar bans. Your parents tried everything at maximum difficulty. Then they saw what worked, fixed a few bugs, and released a much easier version for your younger siblings. That's why you couldn't watch that movie until you were 13, while your little brother watched it at 8, sitting next to dad and laughing. At this rank, you're not just a kid. You're unpaid staff, free babysitter, homework helper, snack retriever. You can even read your parents' mood through a closed door and warn the others. Bad time. Abort. There's a name for what you eventually become: the third parent. You never applied for the job. You were automatically hired the moment your first sibling arrived, and the entire legal system for your rank is one sentence: you're older, you should know better. That's the whole law. It works in every situation, including the ones where you weren't even in the room. Still, your rank comes with real power. You get the front seat. You control the remote. You stay up the latest. And when something serious happens, your parents usually tell you first. They ask what you think. Sometimes, they even talk to you almost like you're a real person. Studies have found that firstborns are unusually common among CEOs. Makes sense. You've been middle management since you were 7. Level 4, the only child. A special rank outside the normal ladder. On paper, you won. No hand-me-downs, no sharing. No broken fourth controller. Every present under the tree is yours. Every fry in the bag is yours. You have never fought anyone for the charger. Every other rank dreams about your life, but here's what they don't see. Every expectation your parents have lands on one person: you. When report cards arrive, there's no sibling with worse grades to hide behind. When something breaks, the investigation has exactly one suspect. And every negotiation of your childhood, bedtime, a phone, a sleepover, was you alone against 2 adults. At least siblings have teammates. You've been fighting this boss battle solo since birth. Only children often carry the same pressure as the oldest, except there's nobody below them to share it with. Everything belongs to you at this rank, including the spotlight, especially the spotlight. Level 5, dad. Your power is quiet, but it is absolute in 3 places: the thermostat, the good chair, and the grill. Nobody is allowed to touch the thermostat. Someone moves it by 2 degrees, and somehow you immediately know. You may only say 40 words a day, because one look does most of the work. Your kids can argue for 40 minutes, but one look from you ends it instantly. Most of your life is spent signing things and paying for things. You pay for rooms you never enter, streaming services you don't know how to use, and phone plans for people who never answer your calls. Sometimes, after work, you sit alone in the driveway for 4 extra minutes. Nobody knows what you're doing in there. Nothing. You're doing absolutely nothing, and it's incredible. Whenever a kid comes to you with a request, you use the oldest trick in the dad playbook: ask your mother. That one sentence reveals who actually runs the house. But here's what nobody notices about your rank. You're the one who checked the weather where they were going. You're the one who checked their bike tires without being asked. You're also the one who heard them mention something they wanted once in October, quietly found it, and put it under the tree. Then they opened it in December and screamed. You just nodded. You never really learned how to say it, so you show it instead. Level 6, the top of the ladder, Mom. You wake up first and go to sleep last. In between, you somehow keep the entire family running. Your power is absolute. One sigh from you can reorganize the whole house. And when you use a child's full name, first, middle, and last, everyone goes silent. Even the kids who aren't yours. Nothing in the house is officially lost until you say it's lost. A kid can search their room for an hour. You walk in, lift one thing, and there it is. It's almost like the missing item was scared of you. And at all times, your brain is running the family's entire operating system. Every shoe size, every allergy, every friend, teacher, appointment, permission slip, and birthday. You can even tell what mood each kid is in just from how they eat breakfast. Researchers call this the mental load, and studies suggest moms still carry most of it. The rest of the family barely notices, but you notice that they don't notice. Remember level 1, when one tear could summon the most powerful person in the house? That person was you. You're always the one who comes. You have complete authority, but absolutely no privacy. You haven't closed a bathroom door in years without someone knocking within 90 seconds. You can be completely silent. It doesn't matter. Somehow, tiny footsteps will find the exact door. Mom, are you in there? It's important. It is never important. Then, finally, it's 11 p.m. The house is quiet. You're standing alone in the kitchen, drinking something that was hot an hour ago. These are the only 10 minutes of the day that belong completely to you. But if one of your kids came downstairs right now because they needed water, had a bad dream, or just wanted to talk, you would give up those 10 minutes instantly, every single time. Tomorrow, you'll wake up first and do it all over again. And somehow, you'd still choose it again. But wait, there's one more rank, a secret level above the entire ladder. Grandma. All of the power, none of the rules. That bedtime mom enforces, Grandma invented it 30 years ago. Now she personally serves ice cream at 9 p.m. while breaking it. Your parents can't stop her. She outranks them because she raised them. Every family rule is a rule she once created, which is exactly why she's now allowed to ignore all of them. She already raised her kids. Now she's here to spoil yours. So that's the family ladder. The youngest has immunity. The middle kid has freedom. The oldest has authority. Dad controls the thermostat. Mom keeps the whole family running. And Grandma outranks everyone. Now go put your plate in the sink. Mom noticed you didn't. She always notices.